outside is not that cold, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia.
Hello everyone and welcome to Country with Celine. My name is Celine and I am your host for this evening. Tonight we have Justin Kemp from the Justin Kemp Band.
Do you come here often? Have you been here before? I think I lost my number, girl. Can I have yours? Will you sweeten up my cup? Don't use a drink, get black. Can I borrow a kiss if I promise to give it back?
Justin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Anytime, Justin. So first things first, let's talk about your latest single, Borrow a Kiss. So what can you share about this song? How did the song come to life?
Okay, so the idea for the song had kind of been in the back of my mind for a while, as far as just writing a song off pickup lines. And I was flying out to Nashville. I had a co-writing session set up with a lady named Brenda Kornblum. She helped us write some of it, and we were flying up there, and we're sitting. I'd like to tell people we're sitting on the plane, and I hear students getting hit on by pickup lines. I wish I had a cool story like that, but it's not that cool. No, we were flying up there, and the idea was kind of in our head. And when we got there, I pitched the idea to her, and she liked it, so we went with it. Ended up on a website for 500 cheesiest pickup lines, and came across "Can I Borrow a Kiss If I Promise to Give It Back?" I was like, that one right there, country song, that's it. So we ended up going with that one, and the song kind of took off in like an hour. Had it written, ended up getting in the studio, I think that week. It took us a while to release it, but due to all the events, current and non-current events, it was kind of tough to get it out, but we finally got it out, and that's kind of how it came about. It was pretty cool. It wrote itself pretty much. It was pretty fun, and I'm really excited with it. It's doing really well as far as I can see.
It's a different song than like songs that you usually hear. Like I've never heard of a song that was written off of cheesy pickup lines. So it's really, it's intriguing. It's intriguing when you listen to it. But so you were saying you Googled a bunch of pickup lines. What was the cheesiest one that you found?
Oh man, there were so many of them. We included a couple of them. I'm trying to think if I can remember some of them. Let's see. Cheesiest one.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I can think of them anymore. It's been so long since I read them. I don't know. I have to get back with you on that one.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I can't remember any of them.
Well, you just keep thinking of them throughout this interview. At the end, we'll circle back to it and see if you can.
All right.
Okay. So first things first, let's just get to know you a little bit more, Justin. Where are you from?
I'm from New Mexico.
And what made you decide to get into country music? Was country something that was played around your household growing up, or was it something that you realized you wanted to do later in life?
Yeah. I kind of grew up around country music and just music in general. My dad played growing up. He was in bands, and of course, he had always had like Merle Haggard and George Jones and all the classic guys playing all the time. And of course, as a kid, I just wanted to be a guitar player. I got into it, wanted to just play guitar, be a lead guitar player, rock guitar player. And after a while, I started kind of getting back into country and realized I should probably start learning all the lyrics to all the songs. So I started singing as well, and kind of just, it was more like a hobby. It kind of just grew into something. But after, I don't know, a few years, I ended up going to college, deciding that's what I wanted to do. God gave me the talent, might as well use it. So ended up going to college and getting a better education and more understanding on music, because I went to school for music. And it kind of just took off from there, and this is what I'm doing now.
It's quite surprising hearing how many artists who are pursuing a music career went to college or university for a music degree in whatever it was. Because you honestly you think like artists, oh, they're just pursuing this career, like they don't really know the behind the scenes stuff, but majority of you guys do know a lot of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
when you're starting off, that's so important to know all of it, because it's literally just you until you finally get off the right foot, like you have a big break, and then that's when people start to trickle in, because then they notice you and they're like, hey, you need this, you need this, you need this, and then it kind of blooms from there. But it's so
Absolutely.
it's so important.
Absolutely, yeah. It gives you kind of a head start, because the school I went to was a really, really good school. It's inexpensive compared to most schools. You're not hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt going to school. It's very, very cheap where I went, but it's one of the best educations. I think the school I went to was ranked like number 2 in the States for music. And it is a really, really good school, great staff. It's like a huge family, but it kind of gives you a head start because they cover everything in the industry, from how to perform, what to wear on stage, how to talk to people, how to network, how to write songs, what to do with your songs, how to come up with ideas, how to record, how to run your show, run all your equipment. I mean, they teach you everything. So it kind of gives you a head start as far as when you jump in, you're not clueless as to what's going on.
For sure. How long was that program?
It's just a 2-year program, an associate's degree program.
Oh, okay. So that's not bad at all. 2 years is like nothing.
No.
Time flies. But for the people who are listening to this who want to pursue a career but want to have the background knowledge, what school was this that you went to?
I went to South Plains College in Levelland, Texas.
Okay. I have no idea where that is, but I'm sure people are going to Google it. Oh, that's neat though. The only school that I've ever really heard of for music was Belmont University.
Yeah, Belmont, Juilliard. There's a couple other ones. Juilliard's more classical.
Yeah.
But Belmont's one of the big ones. That's the one that, John Mayer went to, and a lot of these guys went to.
So yeah, honestly.
Oh, sorry, Berkeley. Berkeley's the one I'm thinking of. Berkeley's the one where John Mayer went to.
Berkeley and like you'd be surprised how many artists, like when you actually start to do your research, went to schools like that. Because like I said, you don't necessarily think of that, but it's good to have the knowledge. Whether you're a doctor, well, you need that type of knowledge though. But like any kind of industry, like it's good to have the background knowledge.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's a blast. I wouldn't want to do anything else in my life, and I love music, but it's also my career and my job. So I kind of have to know what I'm doing and, get as much knowledge as I can. And to be able to go to a school inexpensive to where I can learn all that in 2 years, or as much as I can in 2 years, and then incorporate that into my life. And, I still use some of the stuff I learned. How long ago was I at school? I mean, years ago, 5-6 years ago when I was there. I'm still using some of the stuff from when I was there. So it's a good thing to want to pursue that and want to better your education. I mean, it's always better to be smarter and have more knowledge, especially if it involves your career.
Oh, for sure. And
pardon me, my dog is.
It's all good. It's all good. They say knowledge is power, and it's so true. That's how you successful. You need to know stuff. What type of dog do you have?
I have a few dogs. One of them is a mutt. She's a mix. She's a shepherd collie and something mix. I can't remember. Red Chow, I think. Red Chow, border collie, and shepherd.
So how many? You have 2 dogs? 2 or 3? How many dogs?
Keep going.
No way. Okay.
Oh yeah, we've got a few. Probably about 8 or 9.
I would not have guessed that at all.
Big dog family.
Oh, but dogs are the best. They're the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't get rid of them. They're my children since I have none. They're my babies.
Okay, I have no children either. Now my dog's my baby too. I can't.
Absolutely.
Now, your dad. So you mentioned your dad briefly. Your dad plays bass in the band with you, correct? Yeah,
he's actually just recently moved over to keyboards, which was his original instrument. Took a lot of convincing to get him to go to keyboards finally, to piano.
How is it working with him? Like, because I feel like sometimes when it comes to business, it's like you got to kind of keep your family and your friends out of it. But then
Yeah.
working with your dad, so how is it? Is it good? Is it fun?
It's great. I had an interview previous to this earlier this morning, and he asked me the same thing. And um, it's you don't know how long you are for this life, so it's great to be able to spend that time with my dad and play music with him. It does have its days, of course. It is family, but we're pretty good about separating family from business and business from family. When it's time for business, we understand there's no emotion. It's business. We got stuff we got to do, and then we get to have fun playing music together on stage. So it's really cool. For anybody out there that's like, oh, I don't want to play with my dad, I don't want to play with my mom, blah, blah, blah. Do it while you can, because you never know how long they'll be here. It's only memories you're creating.
You're not guaranteed tomorrow. It's just
Absolutely.
You expect it, but you never know. Yeah, to cherish the moments with loved ones, whether it's friends, family, whoever, you have to cherish that. So I love how your dad plays bass or keyboard now in the band with you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It really is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now you've opened up for major acts. Okay, so let me just name a few. Travis Tritt. Okay, that's like a few right there.
Yeah.
Dylan Scott, Jason Rice, and Joe Nichols. Okay. Just a few. What do you take away from those experiences? Because that's Travis Tritt, especially. That's like, wow, okay.
Oh yeah, because I'm a 90s kid, so 90s music, 90s country music. I mean, that was the boom of country music. That's mainly what I play, and kind of my style that I write to is 90s. So I mean, it was awesome getting to see like Travis Tritt and Joe Nichols, and getting to be around the shows. But I'm also looking at it as okay, what knowledge can I get from this? What can I steal from them as far as learning wise? What education can I pull from this? Watching their show, how they act, how they perform, how they're singing, how their sets are set up. So I'm also trying to learn as much as trying not to fangirl over all these guys that I love.
I know. It's so hard. It's so hard. I was just at the CCMAs and I saw Dustin Lynch. So Dustin Lynch was there.
Oh yeah.
And I love his songs. Like I love his music. And I was sitting in this room and he's right in front of me and I'm like, be professional, ask him questions. And the whole time in my head, I'm freaking out, but he can't tell because I'm like so chill. I'm like, oh yeah, that's
play it cool.
Yeah, play it cool, I'm like, oh. I know it's hard though. It's so hard sometimes because you just want to let that like inner fangirl out of you, like a fanboy, whatever, like out of you. But that's really cool experiences, and you can take away a lot from people who have been in the industry for quite a number of years because they've gone through so much stuff. Like they're knowledgeable people.
Oh, absolutely.
And now
absolutely, I agree with you.
Yes, right. Now talking about new music, let's just jump on the bandwagon here because we always have to ask what's next. So what's next for you?
Well, at the moment, it being cold here, there's not a lot of shows going on. I mean, there are shows, but it's not as busy as would be, in spring and summer and stuff like that. So, which is kind of my time to focus on new music. So I am trying to write some new stuff. Nothing concrete yet, but I am writing new stuff. Hopefully I can get some new stuff out to you guys. I do have one that is finished that a friend of mine wrote the lyrics to, and I put some music to, and that is a great song. And I hope I can get it out soon because it's got a good message. It's kind of advice from dad type of song. But really, really, it's more lyrical, more about the lyrics than it is the music, but the music kind of sets the tone. But I'm excited to get that one out. I do have a couple I think that are done that I want to get in the studio. But yeah, new music always working on new stuff.
You have to always ask every artist new music because you like what they've been putting out. It's like you just want more from them, so you have to ask. And
absolutely,
the song like you were just mentioning that you have, and you're in the process of it, talking about the advice from your dad. That one seems like it's going to be a really good one. I love full songs like that so much more than just the typical party ones. But don't get me wrong, those are still
cool.
But
the party ones have their time and place, but
yes.
In my mind, country music it's about the lyrics. It's about the meaning behind them. There's a story there. There's some kind of meaning, life lesson, or something you can relate to involved. The party ones are fun; they're upbeat, you can dance to them, but
Yeah.
the lyrics are the same in all of them. So I like trying to kind of write to meaningful stuff that people can relate to.
Country music is storytelling, and it's all about connecting with the listener. And the more personal
Absolutely.
you are, the more connected you become with the listener. So country music, all the way.
Absolutely.
No bias. No bias.
I'm with you there. I am pretty open-minded though. I listen to everything. You'd be surprised at my playlists.
Okay, give me some names now.
Oh, okay. We're jumping in there. Oh man, let's see. So I can go anywhere from country to rock to pop to metal to screamo to 80s pop to headbanging metal to R&B to rap to everything. Classical. I got it all.
You can go to like to metal to classical. Seriously, that's
Yeah.
Go to classical music. Wow.
I'm a very open-minded musician.
That,
And, you can pull ideas from anywhere, but I also like the music too. It's not just the being able to pull ideas from anywhere and being open-minded that way. I'm open-minded as far as I love music. I don't care what it is. I love it. I love listening to it, And like I said earlier, I wanted to be a rock guitarist growing up. So I listened to a lot of metal, a lot of rock.
I can see it. I can see it. Maybe the look.
Maybe, yeah.
Just go all out and just release like a rock album. Just like
I could. I had one kind of Santana-ish on my first album that I put out. It'd be fun. I'd like to do a rock album.
It would be so cool, right? I mean, like, I feel like every artist has to kind of dip their feet into something new. Like Taylor Swift, like country,
Oh, yeah.
country pop, and now pure pop. And like, I don't even know what you consider. It's like not even pop now. It's something else. I think they call it folk. Folk. I can't pronounce the damn name. Oh my god. Folk.
I don't know.
Folk. I think it's folk. I can't pronounce the name. Anyways, okay, not the point. I never said that. But yeah, that's interesting. Your playlist can go from here to there to there to there. But I mean, music is good, and if it's good music, you listen to it, right?
Absolutely. I mean, and like I said, you can pull ideas from anywhere. But I like all kinds of music. I stick with country because my voice fits country, and I love country music. That's kind of my first.
Yeah.
I love country music. That's what I write. That's what my voice fits. But it would be really cool to release a rock album and have some fun with it. I think I could pull off some rock vocals.
Well,
grow the hair out a little bit longer. And
yes. Well, if you do that, I'm gonna be like, Celine told him that. That was Celine's idea. Celine told him.
Yeah.
Tell everybody. Now with 2022 right around the corner, what is your New Year's resolution, if you have one? Because I know it's still kind of early, but not really. It's December.
I don't know. I've never been on that resolution bandwagon. I don't know. I just kind of live my days day by day and take them as they come. I try not to take things for granted, and kind of I try to make the focus giving back to the fans as well. Being as I wouldn't be where I'm at without the fans. So I do try to remember that, but I try not to take things for granted. But I never really do the New Year's resolutions. I may be an oddball, but
no,
I don't know.
I don't know. Each day is a gift, so take it with a grain of salt. I think that's the correct saying with that. Yeah, that's the correct saying with that one. But yeah, and better yourself every day. I mean, every day is a fresh start. You don't have to wait to the new year. I think that's the issue with a lot of people too. They think, oh yeah, this January was a shit show. I'm gonna wait till next January and I'll do better. It's like, no, just do better than next.
No, tomorrow is a new day. Hey, if it happened 5 minutes ago, it's in the past. There's no reason to hold on to it. Just keep going.
Exactly.
Every minute is new, so you got to live each day as they come. Never take things for granted, and just be nice. Be a nice human being to people.
Okay, now Justin, before I let you go, we're gonna play a little rapid fire, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so first one, beer or whiskey?
Beer.
Beach or lake?
Lake.
Okay, coffee or espresso?
Coffee.
Pineapple on pizza or off pizza?
Off. I do. I have tried it. It is good, but I'd rather it be off.
Off. Coming from an Italian, you keep that off. Next one.
Yes, it ruined pizza.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Would you rather travel on vacation, like go and explore, or would you rather relax on vacation?
Relax. The whole point of a vacation is to get away and relax.
Right. And the last one. So I've been asking everybody this question because it's an interesting question. So toilet paper. This is like a big topic. Do you put the toilet paper on the I don't know what it's called, on the hook like this and let it hang? Or do you put the toilet paper on and let it hang this way? So it's
so over the top or underneath?
Over or under, yes.
People that do it underneath are psychos.
Thank you! Right?
It's like asking people, do you do sock, shoe, or sock, shoe, shoe? If you do sock, shoe, you're crazy.
Yeah, could you imagine? Oh my God. Okay, yes. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's just no. Anyways, but thank you so much, Justin, for chatting.
No, thank you. Thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed it.
Anytime. Hopefully we'll get you back on here again soon.
Yeah, let me know.
Don't have to drink it black. You can borrow a kiss if you promise to give it back. You can borrow a kiss if you promise to give it back.
Oh, wait, we lost you.
Hey, you're talking to somebody on the phone?
Yeah, I
His
can.
Bluetooth just connected to the truck. His interview.
Hello, how are you?
There we go. I'm back. My
Oh my God,
my headphones connected to the truck out there.
yeah, they go. Oh my God, his interview connected to the truck.
That's funny. Yeah, I just heard him turn the truck off. That's funny. Yeah, maybe if I'll just turn these off and we'll just use the speaker instead.
Okay, that's too funny.
There we go. That works.